So then what the heck is the problem here? I'll tell you the problem. It's all about, well, it's all being threatened, all that great news right now being threatened because the magic elixir that made this housing market revival possible, the lowest mortgage rates, at least in our lifetime, are coming to an end. That's now unquestionable. And they're coming to an end because housing has come back too far too fast, which is driving bonds down in price and therefore up in yield, and therefore driving your mortgage rate higher, or the initial mortgage rate that you might pay much higher. Just think about it. This whole move, this fabulous move in stocks pretty much came to an end last week of May. We got a number from a popular housing indicator, the Case-Shiller Index, that showed a 10% increase in the price of homes. Hey, it's been hideous ever since. For some of the people who run the Federal Reserve, that was a sign that their job is over. The Fed's finished. It's done. It has caused a significant rally in housing. There's no need to do any more. Hey, from now on, it's self-sustaining. Other people who own bonds decided to sell them before they went down too far in price. Hey, who can blame them? No one likes to take a loss. In the meantime, mortgage rates moved up so fast that this very morning, we saw a dramatic decline in the number of refinance and mortgage applications. That's right. Rates have already gone up so much that initial demand, is dropping. You get demand dropping, then all those good things I talked about, all the things that go right when housing goes up, will now start going in reverse. Yeah, I mean, instead of, you get this. The greatest story ever told, the return of housing is thought to be over. Even though Stuart Miller of Lennar told us we're still in the early innings, something almost everyone involved in housing has been saying, but good reason given that we're only going to build 1 million homes this year, probably half as many as we need. But why build these houses if interest rates are going to spike and people can't afford to buy them anymore? Legitimate question. Think about what the impact of these higher rates is. Home sales are going to be cut back, those still underwater on their mortgages, and there are as many as 7 to 10 million people in this category lose hope, therefore have less wealth. The jobs that are associated with the building and marketing of homes get throttled back, the wealth effect disappears, the virtuous circle up morphs into a vicious cycle down, as we saw today. Buy, sell. And you know what? That's fine if there's something to take housing's place or if housing were to be the spark and a fire would catch on elsewhere. But what? We've got no commercial construction in this country to speak of. Just look out your window. You see any cranes? I don't. We have endless government job losses, which are only accelerating with sequester. Our trading partners are faltering all around the globe. We have dwindling infrastructure spending as all governments, federal, state, and local, have cut spending dramatically to balance their budgets. We have nothing bold on the horizon out of Washington to reverse that. No new interstate highway system like Ike came up with in 56, 57. No new cross-country pipelines bring natural gas to markets where we can convert it to surface fuel. Our best hope for millions of jobs to be created within the next few years for sure. Look, autos, yeah, they've been making a comeback, but I got some bad news for you there, too. Many of our auto construction jobs are going to Mexico, where labor's cheaper, pollution standards are nil, and NAFTA allows imports with impunity, no matter how many solid American jobs are crunched. Put simply, the only real thing that was going right with this economy was housing. You take that away, you take away a lot of what was driving the stock market higher. And given that interest rates have been rising, the other part of the stock market that have been doing well, the bond market equivalents, like utilities, higher yielding food and beverage stocks, real estate investment trusts, master limited partnerships, they get crushed, as you will see later in the show. Why be in those stocks that have such huge price risk? Right, the stock price can go down. When you go back to bonds now that they yield more, that's the thinking of the market in general. So is it really any wonder that the market's going lower when so many of its components are going to do worse, not better, if interest rates don't stabilize or come back down? I don't think so. That's why I've been telling you, I don't like the market. Sure, we get oversold, but I don't like it. See, the selling makes sense.